What happens if the workers in that supply chain refuse the vaccine and are laid off? This week, Eric Hoplin, the president and CEO of the National Association of Wholesaler Distributors, which represents nearly 6 million workers, including grocers, lumber, florists, beer, wine distributors, among others, sent a letter to the president. In the letter, he asks President Biden to delay the December 8 vaccination deadline for all employees of federal contractors. Eric Hoplin joins me now. So, Eric, you represent 35,000 enterprises in all 50 states. What is your concern?
Well, Michael, thanks for having me. Good morning. And concern is the right issue, because what we're dealing with here are two really important issues. Of course, the wholesale distribution industry joins all Americans in urging them to get vaccinated. We want to vaccinate the country to save lives and to move past this pandemic and get the economy moving again. At the same time, as you just mentioned, there's critical issues that are happening throughout the supply chain. And unfortunately, these two issues are converging at this moment. As you noted, the president's executive order for any company that does business with the federal government as a contractor has mandated that every single employee be vaccinated by December 8th, or we have to terminate them. So the federal government is forcing these companies to terminate thousands of employees across the country on December 8th. And so because we already have a critical shortage of folks that are working through the supply chain, that order would only exacerbate the issue.
Okay, you are here to say, Houston, we have a problem. People are already seeing grocery shelves that are empty, and you're here to say that your organization is totally supportive of vaccination. A lot of your members have taken heroic measures, trips to Vegas, $1,000 incentives to get people vaccinated, and you want the president to know it's not working, and December 8 looms. So what needs to be done?
Well, first of all, Michael, I want to underscore that point absolutely, is the distribution industry is 100% pro-vaccine. You recall as soon as this was manufactured, it was the distribution industry that moved the vaccine and other life-saving medical supplies and equipment and medicine all over the country, to the far reaches of the country. When the vaccine became available, we partnered with the National Football League teams and the National League of Cities at their vaccination sites to donate more than $1 million of PPE to help run these sites. And in our own facilities at these 32,000 companies across the country, we have been working with our employees to help get them vaccinated, offering incentives, offering time off, bringing nurses into the facilities to offer the vaccine. As you mentioned, one member offered free trips to Vegas. If you get vaccinated, you throw in a pool for that. So we are committed to vaccinating this workforce. We have done everything we can. We've incentivized them in every way we can, but most of those that are remaining tell us that if the government mandates it, fire me. And so we've tried everything we can. And so what we're asking is simple, is we want a small delay to help us prepare for implementation. And we also are asking the president to amend the order to include a testing option. So if people just at the end of the day are refusing to get vaccinated, we can at least test them, because we want to make sure to continue, of course, that our facilities are operating in a safe way, as they have, by the way, through the entire pandemic.
Eric, you are hearing from your membership, quick final point, that these folks will sooner walk than take the vax. They will lose their job knowingly rather than get vaccinated.
Absolutely. And so what's going to happen on December 8th, you think about this, just a couple of weeks before Christmas, we're going to be forced to lay off, because the executive order tells us to do this, tens of thousands of Americans. And most of them are the folks that can at least afford to be laid off right before Christmas. And on top of that, it's going to exacerbate the problems with the supply chain. And so if you're thinking about getting something under your Christmas tree here in a couple of months, when the supply chain is most robust and busy throughout the year, to add these challenges now, we think is a problem. And so we've called on the administration to amend the executive order.